Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a new video today. I used to do this for the World Cup games back in the day for the Portugal games. So if you guys want this again, we're going to start doing this again. So we're going to do some nice little analysis in the game and how it went and how Portugal played against Hungary, starting 11, all that good stuff, right? So we're going to go ahead and get started with some really juicy stuff over here. So the starting lineup today for Portugal was like this: Guerrero, Diaz, Pepe, Semedo, Danilo Pereira, Carvalho, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Jota, and Ronaldo. Okay, so before the game even started, I'm totally cool with this lineup, right? Because the way that our coach lines up this team is for a good balance. And then as the game progresses, that's when you make the switches, right? And before I really get into it, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, okay? I have always liked Fernando Santos as our manager. Always. The man always understands how to build a team, how to make a team, which players to include in the squad because of the systematic football that he wants to play, okay? I already see people on Twitter and social media, super reactionary people. But if you guys understand ball, you understand why he starts a team like this the way that it is. Don't get me wrong, Jota had a rough game today, 100%. But Jota is a fantastic player, and the balance that we have in this team with creative players in Bernardo and Fernandes, also with William Carvalho, because people do not understand the type of player that he is, that is a very good balance. Jota just had an off game. It is what it is. In the first half, we could have scored 2 or 3 goals if he was on it, but he just wasn't, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, guys, this is football. It happens. Everyone's saying Jota's terrible. Super reactionary. It is what it is. That's how it goes, okay? But let's talk about how the game progressed, right? So in the first half, I wasn't opposed to the stuff that was happening in the first half. Again, Jota was the main culprit in regards to kind of just messing up the play from time to time. Obviously, certain passing plays that he could have made that he didn't. But again, it is what it is. Mistakes were made. Football is like that. First half was the way that it was, but I thought that we were playing perfectly fine, to be honest with you, right? If we take a look at the tweets that I was making during this game, right? You guys can see here, oh my god, Ronaldo missed it, but obviously Jota kind of like touched the ball a little bit, so it threw Ronaldo off a little bit to score that opportunity. I think Ronaldo in his prime probably still hits that bad boy, but it's harder than it looks, you know? So as the game progressed, you know, first half ended, I said the team's fine. Jota's having an off game so far. We may have to see a João Felix sub in, because João Felix, what he offers in a team, right, is creativity and work rate, right? And when you switch on Jota or you switch on Felix for Jota, it would have made a lot of sense for the sub, but he never ended up making it, which surprised me. But trust me, guys, when I tell you that I trust this man as our manager, I do not mind him at all. Because, guys, football is very systematic, okay? And you have to understand that it's a game of moments. And the only reason why we scored 3 goals at the end is because we scored the first goal, and then, you know, Hungary's kind of like depleted a little bit, boom, 2 other goals. That's just how it goes, you know? So first half, I said that João Felix, I would assume, would be subbed on 10 to 15 minutes into the second half. I wouldn't change anything else. People were already going for William Carvalho and Danilo Pereira, blah, 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 right? People saying you either take off Danilo or William in the second half. No, there's only one solution. You cannot take off Danilo. William is not like Danilo. Danilo is that brick wall that you always need in your team. If you take off Danilo, you need to put Paulinho in, because if you don't put Paulinho, you don't have that crazy good defensive presence, right? William Carvalho is a very neutral, balanced midfielder in a team, which is exactly why I understand, again, that he lined up with the starting 11, because you can rotate your team depending on the situation of the game, right? If you have to make certain substitution as the game progresses, then you will make those substitutions like Fernando Santos did. I did think that he should have made those subs 10 minutes earlier, but I wasn't opposed to him making the subs that he made today. The subs that he made today were really good. I understand why he kept Jota on the pitch, because yes, Jota had a rough game, but his work rates, pushing forward, coming back, still very consistent. I loved the Bernardo Silva sub because we needed pace in the team. We needed Rafa to be on the pitch for the pace, right? So you could see over here, this is me talking about the SBC content that we're going to be doing afterwards. I was saying how Neto would have been a really good sub right now. And I was thinking, like, if we take off Diogo Jota or Bernardo right now, Neto is that type of player too that offers that work rate, that pushes forward, that attacks really well. But unfortunately, he was injured, so that's why he wasn't called up. But lo and behold, he puts Rafa, right? So Rafa was subbed on, and I was like, I love Rafa as a sub, and for Bernardo in this situation is perfect, because Bernardo, I wouldn't say Bernardo was having a bad game by any means, but for the situation of the game, we needed that change, which is what happened, right? So Rafa was put on the pitch, and I'm like, we need this change because we need that pace in the pitch. We need someone with energy, and Rafa is such a good super sub, man. I'm telling you guys, in Portugal, this guy is a player that we always have. Bro, it's the same thing as subbing on Quaresma in the Euros in the 60th, 70th minute, because the guy knows how to whip in a cross like no tomorrow, right? Obviously, it's not a player you start off right in the beginning, but as a super sub, putting in those crosses for a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, a player like Andre Silva, that's why Rafa's there, right? You need that pace for him to be able to make that pass. And we ended up winning the penalty from that opportunity. And we ended up scoring a goal from the subs that we ended up making a little bit afterwards, right? So with Rafa being subbed on, I was super happy with that. I was saying that João Felix needed to come on because I was like, this guy offers both work rates and creativity. It'd be perfect. But then listen, I said when he made the 2 subs, he put Andre Silva on the pitch, which in my opinion, we really, really needed. Ronaldo needed to be put to the side, man. I just needed to see that. I need Andre Silva, that class striker up top, right? I said, because he made these subs in like the 80th minute, I was like, I'd make those subs 10 minutes earlier, but 2 great subs. Andre needed to be put in the middle. And then Guerrero scores a crazy deflection. Guys, the way that football works, if Guerrero doesn't score that deflection, we're still at 0-0. We don't know if we scored the other 2 goals because of the butterfly effect. That's just how it works. Football is a game of moments, okay? That's just how it works. So again, perfect subs. I told you guys Rafa was perfect for the situation in the game. That's when he won the second penalty. Because of why? Because he has the pace to get in behind the defense, holds off the opposition. The guy's pulling him back. We get a penalty. Ronaldo scores the penalty, right? And then this is me saying that I don't care what anybody says about Fernando Santos. He understands when and what the situation of the game is. Now, in regards to how this game went, generally speaking, I honestly thought that we played well, but we just had certain lapse of judgment in certain positions that made us not score certain opportunities, right? Which is perfectly fine. Like I said, I think Diogo Jota definitely had a rough game, but the slander that I see for William Carvalho, I don't understand. I don't understand at all, because he had a great game in my opinion. The guy's composure is basically 1,000 in my opinion. Like, the guy just knows how to play with the ball at his feet. Yes, you know, some cases in the game he's going to make a rough pass, but that's where pressure comes from, right? When the Hungary defense is putting pressure, some passes he makes may not be the greatest, but even still, the guy still played fantastically well. Like I said, guys. So the situation of the subs, right? We had Renato Sanchez subbed for William. Anybody that said that it had to be Danilo Pereira does not understand football at all. Like, I'm sorry, you don't know how the team works at all, because you cannot take a strong defensive presence like Danilo and then put on Renato for him. It doesn't make any sense, because William is not that guy. William is not like Danilo Pereira, okay? So Danilo Pereira staying on the pitch was brilliant. I love Fernando Santos for this. Renato Sanchez, oh my God. Renato Sanchez, I love this kid. I've always loved this kid. Even at Bayern, I'm like, this kid needs to move. He needs to go. Dude, I even tweeted saying about like him going to Lille. I'm like, yo, I think Lille, like, I don't know. You guys might be able to find the tweet. It was even trending on Twitter for some of these like Twitter football accounts. And I was saying, like, yo, Renato Sanchez needs to leave, and Lille is going to be the perfect team for him, bro. What happens? They win the freaking league, man. But anyways, Renato Sanchez, bro. Holy, bro. This kid is a workhorse beast, bro. I love the way that this guy moves across the pitch, bro. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's the best thing ever, man. And, you know, him being subbed on for William was perfect, because what happens? We switch to a 4-3-3, right? Ronaldo... Oh, I love this sub. Ronaldo moved to the side. Andre through the middle, man. Andre through the middle. Love it. Love it. Bruno playing that midfield position. Beautiful balance between him and Renato Sanchez. Danilo playing the CDM position. And then Rafa with that pace pushing forward, man. Oh, the difference was insane. The difference wasn't noticeable right away. It was when he made those 2 subs. We needed Andre Silva on the pitch. You guys don't see the movement that this guy does to create space. You just go see the Guerrero deflection goal, and you'll just see the way that the guy just holds off opposition just for us to score. Yes, it was a deflection, but a goal regardless, okay? So the only thing that I was opposed of, like, if João Felix didn't get on the pitch, I'm perfectly fine with that, because all 3 subs that he made, I was perfectly fine with. It was just a matter of us needing that creativity on the pitch, us needing that change in the attack, which is what he did. Now, in my opinion, For the next game, what I would actually do here is, I don't know if I'm supposed to do it for this one. Yeah. What I would do for the next game, guys, in my opinion, is I would line up in a 4-3-3. I think a 4-3-3 is the best formation for Portugal to play. Like I said, I completely understand why he started off the team like this. I was not against it at all because Jota has had a fantastic season and he was playing really good football for Portugal. He just had a rough game today. And guys, this happens. We're human. Ronaldo, sometimes has his off moments too. That's just how it goes, right? But for the next game, the way that this team needs to be lined up, okay? The back four, I'm perfectly fine with. I will say, I love Menzer, man. Menzer at left back, I love that kid, bro. He's going to be the next big thing, I'm telling you guys. I think Man City's going to buy him for like 50 mil next year or something, bro, because the kid is so freaking good. But Rafa, I understand why he puts Rafa, because Rafa has a crazy attacking presence, man. The guy pushes forward like a monster because sometimes he plays left mid for Dortmund, right? So the way that he pushes up the pitch is beautiful. We actually almost scored an opportunity if Rafa just got that small little touch from one of those attacking plays. But I understand why he plays the back four as it is. I don't want to change anybody. You know what? Semedo didn't have a bad game, but man, we miss Cancelo, bro. Cancelo in this team would be, whew, okay? But listen, the back four, if he keeps it is what it is. But maybe Menja Guerrero, depends on the situation. Like, if you want to be more attacking or defensive, it's up to you, right? But the three midfielders, man, it needs to be Danilo Pereira, right? Renato Sanchez, Bruno Fernandes. Because listen, the top three, right, needs to be Ronaldo, left wing, left forward, doing both of the things there. The striker needs to be Andre Silva, because guys, listen to the balance in the team, right? We have a workhorse monster like Renato Sanchez in the middle. We have Bernardo and Bruno being the creative players. Who are they crossing the ball to? Players like Andre and Ronaldo. That's the balance that I feel like would be the best when it comes to Portugal lining up in a 4-3-3. Again, if you were to line up this team as it is right now, again, maybe make one switch here and there, I wouldn't mind it, because guys, this is a good formation to start off the game, okay? To start off the game, to have a balance in the attack and the defense. I completely understand it. Jota just had an off game. We could have scored 2 or 3 goals in the first half. We could have, but we just didn't. It is what it is, But yeah, this slander I was saying for William Carvalho on social media and for Fernando Santos, I was like, no. If I would have complained if he didn't make any sub. If he made no subs, that would have annoyed me, right? But the only thing I was against is I was gonna say, like, make those subs 10 minutes earlier. But to take off Danilo for Ronaldo, you guys are crazy, man. Whoever said that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen people saying William was a bad. It bothers me. It bothers me so much. But you know what I would have been? You know what I've been really annoyed at? If he put João Moutinho on the pitch in those first initial subs. Oh my. If he put João Moutinho on the pitch, I would have been so pissed for the situation of that game. No, we needed Ronaldo. We needed a guy that just bullies these people. You know what I mean? But 3-0, I think it was a great game, to be honest. Again, certain lapses of judgment didn't allow us to score certain opportunities in that first half. It is what it is, guys. It's football. That's just how it goes down. Like I said, we only win 3-0 because of the deflected shot. We don't know if we would have lost 1-0, 1-2-1. You guys know it's all about the butterfly after certain moments happen. Ronaldo with a really good goal at the end, by the way. It's a nice little shot cancel against the goal, you know what I'm saying? And then nice little finish by him. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. That's what I would say for the next game. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that match. It was awesome. And I'll catch you guys for the next one. I'm going to go work on the 3 SBCs today. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.